Hey guys, SeanB. Today I have a siege battle for you guys, but this time it is a little bit different. As you can see, I am reacting to the replay instead of live commentating because the cost of joining a top 4 guild is that I can't attack however I want and whenever I want. And usually it'll be me waiting an hour, play for 1 minute, and then wait for another hour. So it's really hard to get a proper recording for a siege battle. But with the new replay system, collecting replay for siege battle is actually much easier. So if you don't mind me watching replay and analyzing the attack, then let me know in the comment section down below. Leave a like and maybe I'll do more of this kind of video in the future. Of course, I will try my best to get a live recording going because it's more fun that way. But maybe this is going to be interesting for you guys as well. So let's start off with the first battle. Here we have a speed lead Iris and Tessarian. I'm going in with a very typical Leo team here with max res on everything and a heavy fire damage dealer because the enemy strip and damage is not as good. So this is going to be pretty easy because they don't have a lot of sustain as well. The scary thing of this defense is mainly the Iris Despair stun. So if you don't get really unlucky, then you're gonna be just fine doing damage to them because they don't really have any protection. And the damage is mainly Tessarian, which get nerfed heavily with Leo being on the field. My Leo is built with tanky stat instead of damage because Leo surviving the battle is more important than doing damage. So if you want to build a Leo for this kind of defense, then you can build Leo on triple HP or HP defense HP and max resist so that he can survive the damage from Tessarian. Battle number 2. This is very interesting because as you can see right there, it is a speed comp and the main damage will come from Julian. And I really want Julian to kill my thingy over here because it's going to be so satisfying. Watch, okay? The damage coming in. And here we go. Boom, boom, boom. God, I love this replay so much. It was so satisfying. The moment Julian go down, it is pretty much it. I think I didn't need to like bring in 3 units for this one because I think the yellow guy was ready to solo the entire enemy team. But the other 2 units are pretty much here to make sure that I win. And by the way, watching replay on your phone looks so good. This is from the emulator. The one before was from my phone. And wow, phone quality is insane. Anyway, here we have a Nephthys and damage team. And the game plan is to just make sure that I survive while the blue demon take his time to come back and one-shot them. And instead of using the usual 5-star support for the arena, I found that using the water bear is really good as well because he's very good at surviving. He revived with good HP. And whenever he heals, he has a defense buff and his total HP actually increase. So I just one-shot whatever is on the field. And the demon's definitely going to die again. I wait for the demon to come back, one-shot the other one, rinse and repeat pretty much. So you want to build with the bear with very tanky stat. Personally, I like Despair the most because the passive allow him to revenge. So when he revenge, he can potentially stun the enemy. And that is just even more amazing because you are buying more time for the demon to come back. I think the best build for demon will be violent because you want the cooldown on the skill 2 to be as slow as possible. I don't like the revenge on the blue Ezio though because it kind of just kills the demon instantly. I don't have a chance to get the violent proc. So he is a little bit dicey, but the fact that I know that I'm going to revive with half my health and I can potentially heal back as well is really amazing. And actually, the bear was almost killing everything on his own instead of waiting for the demon. So that was quite satisfying. Maybe if I build a bear and crit damage. But then the whole point is the bear has to survive the longest. And the demon will be the main damage dealer. And that is pretty much it. The bear almost killed a Nephthys. Demon came back to just kill steal the bear. Alright, this one is very standard. We have a speed lead comp, but there wasn't any real speed threat. As you can see, the Rakan, even on Swift, is not going to be very fast. So I have a very fast buffer here. I have 2 speed scaling damage dealer and a better speed lead. And you can one-shot many things with Taeor, actually. And the rest, which is nothing much. I think if there was a Zen there, I wouldn't dare to do this because Zen can strip and mess up with your attack bar. But if there's none of a Swift build unit, and if they don't have win unit, even better, you can bring in Taeor or Lagmaron and one-shot whatever you desire because Taeor and Lagmaron doesn't care about the element. They will crit if you're faster. And if you have speed buff from Adriana, then you will always be faster than the enemy, so you will not have a problem. So I just one-shot them one by one. Here we have a Clara defense with Savannah and LD5. So one of the best ways to deal with Clara is to use a Hagang. If she stunned me, even better, I get more attack bar. If she doesn't stun me, I still get some attack bar, and then I strip them, and then I start dotting them up with Rika. I think whatever fire damage dealer that you want to use here is going to be good. I think you can even use Thrain, the Dark Grim Ripper, to put dots on the enemy and stun them. Meanwhile, you have a support unit over here. For example, if you don't have a 5-star Luis, you can use Lulu. You can use whatever healer you want to have to protect your team while your dot damage dealer do all the work. So if you have Rika, great. If you don't have this, you can run Wusa, Lulu, Fran, whatever you want. But the key factor here is definitely going to be Heigang being there to counter the strip and stun from Clara. You actually want her to stun to get more attack bar. Next, here I have to fight the same defense against because that's just pretty much high level siege. As you can see, we have 1 immunity and cleanser. We have a big fire damage dealer, and I have my secondary Kinky over there to make sure that I will not die to the dark unit. So if you have a light tank, you can use it to tank the Sylvia. Meanwhile, the strip from the Iris, even though really strong, can be really shit as well because they nerf her all the way back. So the strip chance is actually very low. We AoE defense break. We clap them with damage, and that's pretty much it. If you don't have Kinky, you can use another tanky fire damage dealer. I think I was trying to use the Fire Bison, but then I realized I have a Kinky, so I might as well run the Kinky in here to make sure that I win. And that is pretty much it, the attack. They have no sustain and very easy to kill. This next one right here, we have a Tianlang, Zen, and Perna. So the main damage is the defense break from the Tianlang and the damage from the Perna. I have Diaz here to tank the defense break from the Tianlang, and because he has innate anti-crit passive, he will tank the damage from the Perna as well. And to make sure that nobody else is going to get hit, I'm using 2 water units so that the Perna will never attack the water unit. Here we go. We have defense break on the water unit, but Perna will still go for Diaz because he's elemental neutral and water is not going to get targeted that easily. I think there's a small chance, but it's a 50-50 thing. And the damage, I'm going straight to the Tianlang because he's going to be the main defense breaker. So the moment I take down Tianlang, it's going to be easy. And with Diaz on the field, if they manage to attack my Suki or Lulu, they will have damage reduction as well. If you don't have Diaz, you can try go for a Jubel who has anti-crit, and he will take the hit from the Tianlang as well. But you have to build your Jubel with max resist to make sure that you don't eat the defense break a little bit too often. So Diaz can take Perna all day long, and Diaz also provide defense break as well. He used to be a Horde of Hero unit back all the way back when Island Grown YDCB used to make daily video, you know? But all the way back, ancient time of Summoners War, this guy was Horde of Hero, so a lot of old school player have him. But I know you guys don't have him, so any Dark Tank will probably do just fine, like Jubel, for example. And Jubel can provide defense break as well, so that can be an option for the Tianlang and Perna defense. So the moment Perna go down, that's pretty much it. I hit auto, and Suki will just handle the rest of them. Suki is really amazing for many defense out there, so I recommend build 1, or if you can, build 2 or 3 Suki because he's really amazing against many 5-star defenses. And that is the Tianlang defense. Next up, we have a Laura and Dot, and I don't know what the Water Ryu was there supposed to do. They don't really have defense break, so it's already a very bad defense. They don't have real damage as well. So I bring in a Juno to take the dots from the Nora to turn it into healing, and also to strip the Laura thing, and Dominic's going to be the main damage dealer. My Dominic was doing a little bit too well after destroying the Laura and the Ryu very quickly. And after that, that's pretty much it. I think the better defense will be replacing Laura. I mean, not Laura, Nora, with a real damage dealer instead of relying on dot damage because, as you can see, I think without Juno, if I bring in a Lulu, there's a very low chance that the Nora is going to do anything anyway. Next up, we have a Gianna offense. My first mistake using a Gianna. So I know there's Will because my guilty hit this defense before. I was thinking bomb one, stun the other. Perfect plan. Boom. Miss bomb and violent proc out of stun. No problem. One shot that. And then I will bomb the other one. But we actually missed the stun, even with very high accuracy. So she's starting to do crazy stuff. But I actually made a mistake here. I could have won, even though we are kind of down bad right now. But I could have won, and I made a mistake here. So we bombed the Nora, and I thought the bomb was going to kill. I really think the bomb was going to kill, but I missed another bomb anyway. But the bomb actually didn't kill. If I focus the damage on Nora right now with this attack, I think I could have killed Nora, and that would have changed a lot of things. I wouldn't have eaten the dot damage and all that good stuff here. And maybe I could have bombed Nora. I keep forgetting. Nora right here as well. But I chose not to. This is I think I misplayed the middle part, because if I managed to kill that fire thing a little bit sooner, I think I had a chance of winning. But after a while, it's just too late. Like right here, oh, I missed another chance to kill that unit. So even though I went in with a decent plan, got some bad RNG, I still could have won. But then I chose to not kill the unit I needed to kill the most. So misplay right there. When I look back at it, misplay. So could have done better, could have got this W as well. And lastly, I have to hit the Clara and Light Dragon defense once again. I used the boring offense with Windy and Amelia, so the Clara cannot even strip my horse at all, and Wind Panda just solo everything. So you know what's gonna happen, okay? But the good thing about this is that I can review some of my guildy offense as well, and they are really, really good. First is going to be my boy Eater. So I saw that he was sniping, and it was actually just very straightforward because Camilla will always hit the fire target. There was no defense break in this defense, so a Commune can tank a Camilla for as long as you want. There was no way this Camilla can ever break this Commune as long as your Kodamiya is not absolutely destroyed by the Nora provoke, but that doesn't happen. So the Commune will just tank the Camilla for 20,000 years. Meanwhile, you wait for the Covenant damage to come back, and you one-shot them one by one, and that is pretty much it. Such a great offense that I could have built, very free-to-play friendly for this kind of Camilla defense without defense break. And that is pretty much it. You just wait for the Covenant damage to come back. Boom, you pop them one by one. The rune build is absolutely incredible as well. The Covenant was doing some insane damage on the enemy. And that was it for this siege. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.